I would say that the religions of the past have certainly become irrelevant. And they have failed to keep pace with modern man. Their worldview no longer fits. We all know that the world and the universe was not made in 6 days. We all have come to believe that Charles Darwin was right regarding evolution, the evolution of species. But does that mean that the system represented by religion or by a belief in God, has that become irrelevant completely? I don't believe so. Like I said in my last discourse, humans don't like limitations. We don't like barriers. We don't like boundaries. We don't like being told what we can do and what we can't do. We have a natural disposition to do what's unnatural. Being unnatural is our nature. We don't like the fact that rivers flood the valleys. We dam the rivers. We don't like the idea that we can't go faster than we can run. We invent automobiles. We don't like the fact that we can't fly. We'll invent airplanes. We simply don't like being told what our limitations are. We don't seem to be content with staying in our place. We always have to explore. We always have to go beyond. And as I said last time, taken in that viewpoint, religion is man's first attempt to go beyond that last great barrier that everybody has to face. And that barrier is death. The undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns puzzles the will and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others we know not of. That's what Shakespeare said about death. And religion, that's man's first attempt to go beyond that last great barrier. But if the religions of the past are no longer relevant, would a new understanding of God make a new religion relevant? And if so, how do we begin to construct that place for a new religion? Well, I think you can do that by looking at the universe at large. Against the wonders of this universe that we live in, what is man? What is our place? How do we fit in? Regardless of how wondrous the universe might be, and it certainly is, regardless of all the untold mysteries contained within its boundaries, I know a wonder greater than the universe itself. And that wonder is the presence of intelligent life. This leads us to the first of 3 radical truths I would like to present in constructing a religion that fits the modern age. It is true that man is small, but our effects are not. Small does not mean insignificant. Man is the great quantifier of all things. We are the creators of meaning. Now that's a fact. Here's a second great truth. The human race is the great supreme master species of planet Earth. And until E.T. shows up to stand on the world stage with us, we, the human species, is the supreme master species of the universe itself. That is a second great radical truth. I don't want you to misunderstand my intent. I preach the wonder, the beauty, and the glory of humanity, not man, but humanity. The acceptance of the first two radical truths regarding the nature of man creates the need for a new understanding regarding the nature of God. The wonders and mysteries of the cosmos do not make God irrelevant any more than it makes us irrelevant, but rather God, or at least a new understanding of God, becomes essential to the continuing evolution of man. This leads to the third great radical truth. The universe doesn't care about you. It doesn't care about me. But we as a species, we do care. We care. And that makes us the greatest of all wonders. For any religion to be relevant, this religion must be the logical extension of these three great truths. These truths are, again, that man is the great quantifier of all things. We are the creators of meaning. The second great truth, that we are the supreme master species not only of this earth, but of the universe itself. And third, we are the only things in the universe that care. Now, with these three great truths, we can come to the very first article of faith of any new religion that is still to be relevant in the modern age. If you look at the Credo in the Song of God, you'll find that the very first article of faith simply states this: we believe that the only proper religion for mankind is humanity itself, for it is from this humanity that God first evolved. God, who is our future, came from humans who are their past. Now that's a radical statement of belief. The most defining element of God's character was never omnipotence. It was never omniscience. But rather, it is God's supreme sense of humanity. And this makes God relevant. In fact, God's humanity is expressed in the 7 great virtues of God. These 7 great virtues are wisdom, benevolence, faith, justice, fortitude, beauty, and harmony. These virtues, this profound sense of humanity, makes God relevant, as it makes us, a species, relevant. And it is this shared expression of our humanity which not only connects us to each other, but it connects us to our new understanding of God. The religions of the past have no place in the modern world. However, as a species, we are still faced with limitations which we do not like. And God has provided a religious understanding which helps us bridge this last great limitation. Ask yourself this question: do you believe that death is the end of you? Do you believe that you are no more than the sum total of all your parts? Or do you believe you have a spirit which will survive the grave? And if you do, what is the purpose of that spirit? Where did it come from? Where is it going after your body dies? To answer these questions, you need a new understanding. That new understanding is found in a new book of Scripture called the Song of God. This is the song that God wishes to sing into your hearing. I encourage you to get the Song of God and read it. Let God talk to you, sing to you, place inside your soul a new wisdom, a new understanding of your life.